camera collector. I'm not even employed. I'm gonna be real with you. I've never been employed. I never will be employed. What is employment? I've never heard of this. This is a new concept that you've brought up today. Okay, everyone. Okay, so freaking camera collector San has created more proof that Niko Oneshot is not a cat. Okay, so his first proof. Okay, his first proof. What's up, monetization nation? It's I had to watch hours-long streams of the playing Kanto 6. Monetization. So Niko Oneshot is not a cat. That is the camera collector special. Correction, I fixed it since the thing was broken. So he looked it up. Okay, so his first proof is that he looked it up on Google, and Google Gemini told him, no, Niko Oneshot is not a cat. All right, interesting proof. All right, proof number 2. Cat walks on 4 legs. Niko walk on 2 legs. Okay. Did he cite his sources? Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Now that is an interesting argument. I think that is a very interesting argument. Okay. Proof number 4. Or I think that's 3 actually. I can't count. Yeah, that's 3. I can't count. Don't clip that. I can definitely count. Proof other because this is what Niko would look like if it was cat, because not cat. Apparently this is what Niko would look like if it was a cat. Clap for amazing writing, folks. Congratulations. You're Niko Oneshot. There we go. W source, Google Gemini. We love Google Gemini. We love Google Gemini on this stream. Interesting. Okay, part 4, proof 4, part 2. This is part 2 because IDK had to add text after image, sorry. So like, as you saw, I never lie, so this means I'm not lying right now, which means Niko Oneshot is not a cat. Okay, interesting. So is this cat Niko Oneshot, is this cat Niko not human Niko, and human Niko is real Niko? You may proceed to let that sink in. Did he write a 5-paragraph essay on the subject? Hold on. Okay, I actually wrote. I showed this in the wrong order. This is proof 4. Proof 4 is that he looked up on Google Gemini. Has camera collector ever lied? There is no public evidence or prominent community consensus that the Ultrakill community user camera collector, frequently active on Steam community discussions, has a history of malicious lying. Okay. All right. He doesn't. I see. Interesting. Yellow pant peeing arrow. What the frick, man? Why is there added more of these? Why is there more of these? Okay. And then guide 6. Hey, look, I figured out how to make bold text. Interesting. Okay, and then he showed us a Reddit post. Niko explains why they're not a cat. The reason why I'm not a cat. Cats can't talk. Cats walk on 4 legs. You have to respect what I identify as, and I identify as a person, not as a cat. Okay. It's disrespectful and upsetting. Okay. Now some counter arguments. Okay. All right. Interesting. You have ears. Counter arguments. It's just a hat design. If you wore a hat with cat ears. Okay. Hold on. Would you be a cat? I think you would be, actually. Argument 2, you have cat whiskers. Interesting argument. Okay. Those aren't counter argument 2, those aren't whiskers. Whiskers come from the sides of the cat's mouth. What is going on here? My whiskers come from the sides of my head. Argument 3, you have cat eyes. Okay, all right, interesting. Counter argument 3, just because I have yellow glowing eyes doesn't mean they are cat ears. Okay, interesting. Or that I'm a cat. Those are the reasons why I'm not a cat. Now that we have seen this, I'm sorry to show that again. Is Niko Oneshot a cat? No, Niko from Oneshot is not a cat, apparently. This Google Gemini has told me this. But we all know that Google Gemini is lying and biased. So, let us look at Niko Oneshot right now. Maybe I should Let's look at Niko Oneshot. Okay. Open image in a new tab. Okay. Here are my counter arguments. On whether or not, you don't gotta worry, you gotta be sorry, Red. We all love those photos. Nobody loves those photos. Okay. Now here are my counter arguments. Here is my counter argument for how Niko Oneshot is clearly a cat. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I actually probably should have opened up Photopea. Here's what we're gonna do. Niko Oneshot is a cat. I'm gonna show you how you can see for surezies that Niko Oneshot is a cat. Here's Niko Oneshot. Okay, we all agree this is Niko Oneshot, right? This is Niko Oneshot. Okay. So what is this? What are we looking at here? What is that? Firefox my goat. We love Firefox. What is this? You see this? What is that? Those are called cat ears. We witnessing thesis defense live on stream. Those are cat ears. Now, this is a hat. This is a hat, right? Right? This is actually a hat. Okay, so these are cat ears on the hat. All right. Those are just shadings on the hat. Okay, so if these are a hat, right? Okay. If this is a hat, right, with the cat ears, okay. Can we at least agree that Niko Oneshot is at least feline feline presenting? Okay, here's the whiskers. Here are the whiskers, okay? Okay, so maybe those are the whiskers, right? Like the hat is probably shaped like that, right? Something like that, right? Probably. Okay. Now these are the whiskers. Now maybe you can make the argument that the whiskers are actually just hair, right? Those are just the hair, right? Right. So maybe his hair is just shaped like that for some reason, right? Probably, maybe. Okay. so like it's weird that maybe okay. Like I know I have hair that's kind of shaped like that, right? So okay. So I have hair that's shaped like that, right? Okay. Hold on. So then if we look at the eyes, let's look at the eyes. Okay, the eyes are cat shaped, right? the eyes are cat shaped, right? Right. So are people eyes, but maybe Niko Oneshot is actually a witcher. Niko Oneshot is actually a witcher. And that drawing is of the third eye, right in between the eyes. It's only a forehead, right? Right. Yeah, we all understand this theoretically, right? So then but here's my counter argument. Yeah. 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 He's saying, "Save Niko, please." And here's. Can you at least read my objection? Where's your objection? What's your objection? Have you watched Plastic Memories yet? Yeah, I loved it. Fuck, it's genius. Why did I think of that? Yep. No. Okay, so those are my arguments. Niko, therefore, I'll write it down here. Therefore, Niko Oneshot is a cat. Yeah. We'll add a stroke. We'll add a stroke to it too. That way it's very clear. Very clear. There we go. Therefore, Niko Oneshot is a cat. Yeah. Hold on, young manager. I have a counter argument and I'm preparing it currently. Okay. Bet. What if Niko is wearing a fursuit and is actually a furry? Now this is a conversation. This is an actual counter argument that I agree with. You might be right though. Make the text yellow so it's more visible and for no other reason. Keep LARPing stream went from 15 viewers to 23. Keep going that way. There we go. Therefore, Niko Oneshot is a cat. I guess we cannot deny the evidence. Yeah, you can't deny the evidence. Nobody can deny the evidence. We're gonna add a stroke there so it's a little clearer. You can actually see it a little more. There we go. What the hell is this? That we're proving with facts and logic that Niko Oneshot is a cat. This is generally equivalent to saying Niko isn't a cat. No, Niko is a cat. Look. W thesis. This is my thesis. Kiwami are goat. We love Kiwami. Yes, whatever you said. I didn't say anything. I didn't say shit. There was nothing I said. All of this means that Niko is a cat. This is my counter arguments. Also, guys, rest in peace, Evil Flaming Arrow. It was nice to meet you. It was nice knowing you, Evil Flaming Arrow. But I killed him last night. He's gone forever. Deleted. Yeeted and deleted. Actually, hold on. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. I looked up on Google Gemini. Is Niko Oneshot a cat? And do you know what cat Niko Oneshot said? Google Gemini said, yes, Niko from Oneshot is a cat. Proven with facts and logic that Niko Oneshot is a cat. Facts and logic, you can't deny. You can't deny. Did you cry on episode 13? I cried on every episode. Objection! You will see me tomorrow. We have proven with facts and logic that Niko Oneshot is a cat. What insomnia does to you. We did this together. Thank you for crying for me. I didn't cry for you. I cried for the show because it was garbage. Sorry, but you will have more. You will have more evidence presented tomorrow. If Niko is a cat, that would mean he wouldn't be showering, but he appears to be clean with no signs of showering because cats lick themselves to shower. They don't shower. They who the fuck is we? Cats lick themselves to shower. They don't actually shower. Thank you for crying for me. For now, case dismissed. Case dismissed. I win again this time. You think you're smarter than the streamer, but the streamer is smarter than you. It's a phrase for F's sake. What can I say? Also, rest in peace, Evil Flaming Arrow. You will be missed. Indisputable proof. You are not the judge. I am the judge, the jury, the executioner. Where's our TTS? I will try to set it up for tomorrow's stream. I'll try and set it up. It's just, you know what? I'm having some trouble setting it up. Nearly an hour into stream, and we've LARPed so much. I'm loving it.